Hey, it's your favorite wanderer, Robin Rubin, and we're back at it again thinking about a lot of things in one video. So, we're going to talk about Kalel 15. If you don't know what that is, it's on Netflix. Um, it talks about a lot of issues, especially the stigma surrounding HIV, growing up with a troubled parent, the carelessness of the youth in the Philippines when it comes to sex, and the double standards when it comes to Christianity. Yeah. Okay. Why did I whisper that? I whisper that because a lot of people are going to argue with me if I'm going to say that in public because let's be honest, there is a double standard when it comes to Christianity or any other religion in general. People are hypocrites, whatever. But yeah, anyway, I chose Kalal 15 because I'm an HIV/AIDS awareness advocate, and I think this is a very great opportunity for me to, talk about it. And also, I really love the film. First, I was really amazed that it was showed to us in black and white, like the people in the production. It chose to show the film in black and white because I've only ever watched two movies aside from Color 15, two movies in black and white. One is Schindler's List. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah, Schindler's List. And the other one was Wings of Desire. And Wings of Desire was just a requirement for me in my film class. But anyway, I think Kalal 15 was shown in black and white because it didn't want to glorify HIV and the struggles of having HIV. You know, like it's black and white because I think they wanted it to be clear that despite having HIV, there's still a lot of other problems that a person has to deal with. And that person is more than just HIV. And I think black and white can show that really well. Like it simplifies it. I think the director wants you to see the problem clearly. And also, as for the framing, there was a part in the movie wherein the framing got like narrowed down. I was even confused. I had to click if I was like, did I do something like that? But no, it's part of the movie. And during that time, the real struggles of Kalel, and like the stigma around HIV were all shown during that part wherein the framing like narrowed down. And I think it wanted to like symbolize how narrow-minded some people are, when it comes to the topic of HIV, to the stigma around it. And also, of course, when you're under a lot of stress, you feel suffocated, right? Or you feel like you're alone. And that part made the audience, I think, as for me, it made the audience feel as if they're also being suffocated or they also didn't know where else to go. Because you're like a horse with blinders that you can't see clearly. What am I supposed to do? Something like that. And I think that symbolizes it. The framing symbolizes that part. And then next are the messages. That was intense. I mean, while watching the film, you're not going to pop a vein or curse or whatever because the films actually, even if Kalel struggled or like struggled a lot, it's just the director. Wow, that was a long silence. The director wanted you to see it clearly in a simplified way. How the opening scene there was an air of confusion and muffled sounds, and no illnesses were mentioned in the first part. Like you wouldn't know what did he get? Why is his mother so mad at him? And the way everyone reacted, it would give you a hint that illness, maybe if you that illness, if you had it, maybe you'd feel ashamed if you had it, or it would make you feel useless. Just like in the trailer, his Jacqueline Jose was saying that he's going to be useless. Wala na siyang future because of that film. Wow, nagtagalog ako. Yeah, that if you have that illness, you're not going to have a future anymore. And that speaks for a lot of people in the Philippines because not everyone is educated about the topic. Not everyone knows a lot about HIV/AIDS. And this is why I told people that this film is very good. It's very nice, but I wouldn't recommend it to show to other people if you want to educate them and raise awareness, because it doesn't do that. It just shows you how hard it is. Not only because of HIV, but of other personal problems as well. It's a very good film if you want to show it in your film class and you want your film students to analyze it, but not for raising awareness. Because you can only raise awareness if people will understand the message that you're getting across. But in this film, it just showed you that that person is more than just the illness. It didn't really focus on HIV. It's all about the struggle, really. And and it's wonderful because that's why we call them people living with HIV and not HIV positive person. It's always people first before the illness or disease. That's why people living with HIV, and that's the entire message of it. That person is more than just the illness. That's it. That's how simple it was. And that's in black and white. It's simple to understand, but other people wouldn't get it while watching the movie because it would confuse you. Because not a lot of things were shared, or like not a lot of information were shared in the movie. If you watch it without any knowledge about HIV, you would be afraid of HIV, of even getting HIV. So yeah, it's a very good film. I would recommend it for people who are already educated about the topic. But if you're not, I suggest that you learn more about HIV, because yes, it's scary. But always remember that if you know someone with HIV, it's not the end of them. It's not about the illness really. It's about the person. And it wasn't even HIV that Kalel's life. It was the people around him. It was the system. It was the religion, being Catholic, the Catholic school. It was his girlfriend. It was his mother, his sister. It was everything but HIV. And they didn't even talk about how he got it. It wasn't clarified how. And at the end, he had to find a way to live and to survive. And I just the film is very it was astounding. It's worth it. The time that you would consume to watch it, it's worth it. So I really recommend it for you if you want to know more about the life of other people. So if you're going to watch this movie, don't expect that you're going to learn a lot about HIV. No, you're not. You're just really going to learn a lot about that. Maybe some stranger that you passed by on the street also had the same problem, or also struggled as much as Kalel. It makes you think that maybe yung kasakay mo sa jeep kahapon is also struggling, and you'll never know because he's struggling with a lot of things. And that's a message that I think the director wants to send to the audience. So that's it. Wow, that was heavy. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for listening to my video. I am Robin Rubin, and I guess we'll talk again next time. This is Robin's Wonderland. Bye!